everybody. My name is Reverend Donna Seraphina. I'm coming from you today from sunny Southern California. Really glad to be here. And prayers for all those who are affected by the fires. Today I have a really special gift for you. As many of you know, I have conducted circles at my house for many years. Weekly circles where psychics and mediums come to develop their gifts, as well as guests who have lost a loved one. And what I have today is proof, I believe that this is actual proof that dogs not only make it to the afterlife, but they can communicate fully, okay? Just like human spirit people. And so what happened was there's a regular visitor, regular psychic medium and healer that used to come to my weekly circle named Colette. And Colette called me and her dog died. And she said, would it be okay if I asked for my dog at your circle? And her dog was named Angel. And I said, yeah, you can ask for your dog, but let's do an experiment. Let's not tell the other people there that your dog is a dog. Let's just say, ask for your friend, Angel. Which she did. And as you can hear from this 20-minute segment from my circle, Angel was able to fully communicate about his life and events in his life. More than just a dog coming through, romping through the woods. You actually hear, and they don't know till it's 2/3 of the way over that this is a dog. But this dog is actually communicating about the stages of his life, about the experiences that he had, and giving validation as to who he is, just like a spirit person would. And to me, this segment here is some of the best evidence that dogs go to heaven. Pets go to heaven. And I've always believed, because dog is God spelled backwards. I always believed that God gave us dogs, these beings of unconditional love that literally help us to navigate and survive kind of some of the ups and downs about Earth life. These companions of ours, these amazing companions, and people wonder what happens to them, and they're so brokenhearted when their pets leave their bodies. So what I'm asking you also is, because my channel's not monetized, I'm asking you to share this video. Okay, who do you want to hear from? Cut.
Me? Mm-hmm. Angel.
Okay. I thought you were going to say that. Today I was going to text you and go, you can have Angel from me. He's like the prince in I haven't seen that Disney movie Frozen, or that, all those movies are the same where they have the prince. Mm-hmm. He's like that. And I feel like he says, oh good, I can finally talk now.
I just feel a really strong energy. It's gentle, but it's strong.
Mm-hmm. When you said his name, I knew it was a male, right?
Yes.
But I sensed some darkness. Even though his name is Angel, there was some darkness, maybe around his death.
I feel someone who is very, not excessively proud or boastful, just pretty not pretty self-assured, self-assured that he pretty much knows what he knows, and he's happy to show it to other people, to share with other people his knowledge, and a lot of things towards how things are done, not a lot about how they should be or theory, just how, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And there's that kind of feeling with him in the way he is, the way he lives, the way he shows up is, no, this is how it should be done.
Yeah.
Do it this way. And I don't care about the theory or what. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Likes everything the same way.
I feel like he likes a particular tree past the lemon tree.
Yes.
Is there a tree?
Mhm,
Yeah, he
mhm.
likes that particular
Yeah.
tree.
Yes, he likes
He
lots of trees.
keeps taking me to there.
I'm seeing, like, you're showing me something dark again, like a black raven. Do you have dark hair? Something is black that he's trying to show me.
There are ravens
Yes,
there.
ravens.
And he's showing me a picture, I think, of himself sort of leaning back and reflecting. And the feeling I have is that when people get together, you know, sort of chew the fat, kick back, and talk about things, he knew how he felt about things, but he didn't say a lot. He didn't really get into those kinds of discussions. The discussions would more solidify his own thinking. You kind of see him thinking to himself about how it really is or how things are. There's a lot of what's right and what's not right. But he didn't really reflect that or say a lot to people about that. He would listen, like people would be sitting around and he would just reflect to himself. And within his own self, he would clarify, yeah, this is how I think, this is what it is, to himself. He would just know it to himself. He didn't need to blah, blah, blah to tell people stuff.
Very reserved.
He also feels like strong but yet gentle. Like he didn't need to.
Yeah.
He didn't need to go out and prove it. Like,
Right.
but he was just strong, but he was gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Did he like to hunt? I see deer antlers.
Oh, those are on my altar.
Okay.
I see like a 9 to, no, more like 10, 11, like an 11-year-old boy that there's something kind of over him. So in other words, at that age, it seemed, I feel, he began to define himself. There was some kind of influence that was overbearing on him.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It was Mickey, yeah.
It was kind of, it kind of blocked him from actually becoming who he is and defining himself.
Right.
But somehow at that age, at 11, he became himself at that age. That's when I became who I
she
am.
passed, so.
He feels, there's so much love with him too. I mean, just this warm love. And it's unadulterated by anything, like anything in it. It's just a warm blanket of love.
And a crooked smile. That's what he's showing me.
Okay.
At that 10-year-old face.
And to me, he's showing me like being there on the other side. And now he's like, I would say a God, but not like this powerful God of doing things, but just like a God of knowledge and love or something in this place of pure peace. So that's how it feels. But there's like, you've achieved this state of bliss.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that he watched sports, but he was more into seeing, the way I feel it is, he was more into seeing, it wasn't the sport itself or the score. He was more into seeing people achieve beyond their ability. That's what he really liked, was people doing things more than what anybody thought they could do, more than their, the gift that they had, that when they exceeded it. That's what he seemed to like about sports. And I think people thought maybe he was, watching the sport per se, but he was beyond that. He was actually into what I just explained, the value of it.
That's how he played.
He's showing me like a transformer toy. I don't know if that's symbolic of his own transformation, or I see this giant transformer. I never saw that movie, so I don't really know.
He's showing me himself sitting down with his hands open.
Mm-hmm.
And what that means is, well, what do you want to know? I don't have anything to hide. I'm like, what you see is what you get. I'm not all that complicated. Well, that's not exactly what he's saying. But just he's open. There's nothing to hide. That's it. It's not complicated. It's like I don't have anything to hide. I'm here. Whatever you want to know. I'm me. I'm right here. It's an open.
Maybe it was Buzz Lightyear.
Huh?
His toy.
I don't know. It just flew into my head.
She's seen a toy.
I was being corrected that it was not a transformer. It was Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, I'm not familiar with Buzz Lightyear.
That's the one from Toy Story. One
Who's
of those little
in a big white spacesuit.
cowboys in space. Toy Story, that movie from like 15 years ago.
Okay.
20 years ago. He's talking about a toy, and I think
Yeah, there was a new toy involved.
he gave me. It's like I'm in this just pure blanket of pure peace, pure love. And of course, he's showing me, what you showed me, anxiously awaiting for your arrival.
He's surrounded in sort of a luminous blue, kind of an iridescent baby blue energy.
Right. I shielded him all the time.
Beautiful color.
I said, okay, Angel, what do you want her to know? And he's like, always licking your face and putting his head right here and stuff like that on you. Like, he's loving you.
So he told me, I asked him a similar question, and he's saying, he says, in life, pay attention to the details. He shows me this thing where a lot of slats, a lot of slits or slips in it, just a lot of, and he's saying, you gotta pay attention, you gotta pay attention, pay attention. Each step in life, each thing that you've got to do, pay attention, get it right. It's important to pay attention. And I don't have the feeling so much that, I have the feeling it's more the attitude about how we approach life is what he's teaching us, is that you pay attention to the things, you engage it with your full attention, put your full self into it, but attend to each one, each step, each moment, each interval. You do fully each interval, and it's not that you're gonna create something or get something at the end. It's just part of what we're supposed to do. Do it right. Do each thing. You get it right. Pay attention. Get it right. That's what we're here for.
And then what he's showing me is, he's showing me the stars and how they lined up when the three wise men are like following the stars. And because I wasn't sure if he was trying to reference what they were carrying in their things, which is with myrrh and frankincense or something. Mm-hmm. But then he took me back to the stars and about following the stars. I don't remember. There was this particular star pattern.
Orion's belt? Serious?
I don't know it, but he's referencing the stars in the wise man story, following those stars, and he's telling you something about following those stars. And it doesn't sound like he's saying that he's following the stars. It's more like for you following the stars. For you to follow stars.
Starlight Express?
I don't know. I'm like literally seeing, first he showed me the stars in the sky, then he gave me the feeling of like the camels and stuff, but then I felt the chest, so I'm like, is it about the chest? And then no, he directed me back up to the stars.
Okay.
And then he really quickly threw in a little barn of animals, and then he like went back to the stars. But it's like more like almost advice or something for you, rather than he's not telling you he went there.
Okay.
It's about you.
So he seems a little bit out of character right now to his human side. His higher self seems a little bit out of character to what his human side he showed me. But he shows me that there's so much he wants to tell. Because it seems, well, anyway, you understand what he showed me in his human life was he didn't really have all that, like he wasn't all that verbose. But he said there's so much to tell. He's so happy to be communicating, and he just has so much knowledge and so much to just tell. It's like a universe of things he wants to tell. It's just, you know what I'm saying? There's just that feeling of just exhilaration, and he just has so much to say.
And that's what I got at the beginning too. He was really happy to be able to talk now.
Is there a dog involved?
Is there a dog involved?
I was told to say it. I've been sitting here thinking it, and I'm like, I have no clue why I'm thinking this.
Angel is dog.
Oh.
And he only passed like a week ago.
Oh my God.
Past Friday.
And could you imagine, this is the first time I really, I've seen dogs run by, but really have a dog communicating with me like this.
Yeah.
It's proof.
Yes. Did he chase those ravens?
He would, Buffy more barks at the ravens. He would bark at the airplanes.
It's proof
But
that
we
they
left.
go to a place, a good place.
Mhm.
Like he's in a really good place. He has real good energy. Really peaceful.
I'll say.
Yeah, really peaceful. Like, sometimes I wonder if, like, okay, so after you're a human, then you go to learn unconditional love, you'd be as a dog, because they're the only ones that have mastered that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say it earlier, because I didn't want to, give hints that he was a dog, but he was showing me when he was, like, little. I'm so excited for you to come home. Like, ecstatic when you to come home.
You may not have noticed, but he did have a droopy corner on his mouth.
Okay.
He feels above a human to me. Like, humans come in and they sit there and talk and stuff, but he just feels so peaceful. Like, if you were looking, this is separate than the scene he showed me about the stars, but if you were out, in the middle of nowhere where it's all quiet and calm and you were looking up at the starry night, that kind of peaceful feeling you have, that's a feeling he has.
Did he have a bell? He's showing me like something gold on his collar.
There is a bell in the room where he was staying.
I feel like he's showing me that he's still climbing up in bed and sleeping with you, even in spirit. Like, he's showing me that. It would be on your left side, or if he climbs up, and then it's to his right, to your left. He's showing me a blue. It's a blue kind of rubber ball, but it has cutouts in it, so it's not like a solid ball.
Okay.
A blue kind of toy ball or whatever.
Something your bird would play with. And those little balls that roll that have the bells inside.
Yeah, but just bigger.
Oh.
I thought those were for cats. I guess birds play with them too. And that was really cool. That was really cool, because I've always kind of wondered. Like, I've seen a lot of dogs in readings, but I've never actually channeled one.
Yeah, I didn't. It's first
That's
for me too.
And Bill's going, he didn't talk much in life, but he's got so much to say now.
I want to hear it.
Oh, so great.
But he did live to be almost 12, so he was 11.
Wow.
And the first 3 years of his life were with my senior chow, who was very dominant, so she was the boss.
That was very cool.